This one is for all our blondies out there who, I'm sure in your lifetime of being a blonde, we have all experienced a level of brassiness at some point. So today we're going to talk about what could be a contributing factor as to why your blonde is going brassy. Number one, it starts in the salon. It starts at your consultation. If we have unrealistic expectations of where we can push that hair to, and we think that we are going to do some phenomenal work and we've bitten off more than we can chew, it has started here. What I've seen over my years of hairdressing is hairdressers not lifting the hair to the correct level and then going in and not toning to the level that we have in fact lifted. A lot of brassiness can be avoided if we look at the hair and we come and we collectively in our head as a stylist go, you know what, girlfriend, you haven't lifted it enough, so now we're going to have to tone with what we've got here. We're not going to try and tone a level 8 at a level 10 level, because that we're heading down, straight down to brass town. You're already brassy before you've left the door, and no blonde shampoo is going to help you at this point. So that's where it starts. Other things that contribute to us going brassy is our products at home. Not using the correct shampoo, conditioner, treatment, and styling products. Blondes do not like heat. If we go in with a straightener without or any curling tool and we are not using a heat protector, we are giving our blonde, our tone of our blonde, an escape route, and it's out of here. She's running. She's gone. So that's why it is really important that we always use a heat protector, especially when we're blonde. So heat. And now, saying that, we can look at the environment. If we spend a lot of time outside or we swim, water, sunlight, you will notice that your blonde through this section will tend to hit the brassy stage first compared to underneath, because it is protected by this top part of our hair, which is copping a beating. This is why it is so important that we use good quality shampoo and conditioner, leave-in moisturizers, and heat protectants. So water, if we're a country girl and we use tank water, or we're on bore water and we're not on town water, this is also quite harsh to the hair and almost has a stripping element to our toner. Not saying go ahead and tip a bottle of Mount Franklin over your head, spring water, because that's what's going to give you the best outcome. No, we just need to be mindful that we are using the best products we can to maintain our blondes. Another really big one is our general health. As women, our bodies go through huge changes, whether that be, if you're at an age where I'm heading into would be perimenopause, maybe we're already at menopause, maybe we're having babies, or we're going through fertility treatments. All these things impact our hair's health, whether we've had general surgeries, we've changed a medication, we have thyroid issues, maybe we have an autoimmune disease. All these things impact our hair's health, because what our body does, and I really don't like this, our hair isn't a priority to our body. When our body is going through these things and it needs the nutrients and the vitamins, it takes it from our hair. So someone who's really passionate about hair health, we really need to have honest conversations with our stylist and our hairdresser and be like, hey babe, so this is what's going on. Just wanted to let you know. And I can wholeheartedly say I appreciate nothing more than people who are open with me. for me, I know when I had bariatric surgery, my hair, she was no good. It was not a good time for me. I also had a hysterectomy, so huge hormone changes changed the health of my hair. My hair wouldn't hold colour, and it just, obviously it was falling out. It was quite fine, but all of this, then when I would go in with a colour, my colour was impacted because of what my body had been through. So if we can have that conversation, especially with blondes, because blonde, the hair's already compromised. It's not damaged, but we're putting it through a process where if it is not treated with love and all the love that it needs, she is not going to recover. So brassiness is caused our blonde not being lifted to the correct level. We're not toning to the correct reflect that we need to move away from the brassiness. Our environment impacts it. So the sun, if we're in the, we're swimmers, if we're in the ocean, if we are outside all the time, where we live and the type of water that we have and we are shampooing our hair in, our products, and just our general health. And I hope that gives a little bit more insight into how important a consultation is with your hairdresser, and how important it is that we have realistic expectations and we understand that going brassy, yes, starts in the salon if we haven't lifted the hair right, but you will know that before you leave because you're already seeing that brassy or a murky reflect in your hair. But to also remember that if we are not looking after our hair at home, we are not giving it all the love and attention it needs, and we're just going outside, we're not wearing a hat, we're not using the good shampoos and conditioners or doing a treatment or using our heat protector, we're going to end up in Brassyville, and that's not a fun place to be at all. So I hope this video has shed some light on where brassiness stems from, how we can try and avoid it at home, and the answer isn't always a blonde shampoo. So not all blondes need to use a purple shampoo. We can go in with our Colour Safe shampoo and conditioner, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to keep the toner within the hair. And that's why heat protectant is so important, because as soon as heat touches the hair, we are letting it just push out and edge its way out of our hair. So products, general health, all these things impact our blondes and why we are going brassy. I hope this was helpful. Take care.